Welcome to Humboldt State tonight. JB Mathers, joined by Brittney Taylor, and a pleasure to have Brittney on for the first time this year. Thanks for stopping by the show, Brittney.
Thanks for having me.
All right, well, let's talk about you. First things first, playing for the HSU Lady Jacks, big expectations this year, but your play over the years has just gone through the roof, and you've went from a role player on this team to a star player. What's that like?
It's good. I think that the first time I played here, I didn't have any confidence in my game, and I wasn't in good shape, so running up and down the court would take away from what my abilities were. And I think this year, me getting into better shape over the summertime and working on my low post game really helped me out.
Now, 2 years ago, or summer before last, if I remember correctly, you weren't even going to come back. You were done with basketball, right? So what did it take to get you a little self-recruiting by Skip and Jody? But what was the turning point for you to say, you know what, I do want to play Humboldt State basketball?
I called the coaches over the summertime, and I told them that I didn't really feel like I wanted to come back to play that next year. And then I came up early, and I was playing open gym with the girls, and they were really telling me that I'd regret if I quit the team, and they really pushed me to make a smarter decision. And I talked to actually Taylor Kilgore's dad.
Okay.
Actually was really influential too. He called me, and we kind of talked through it, and they were definitely motivators in my decision.
So one of your teammates' dads actually go,
Yeah.
What was that conversation like? What did he say? I mean, I think that's interesting that here it is, a player's dad making the difference.
Yeah, he was just like, well, Brittney, I think you're really going to regret it. He was talking about all the hard work that I've put into it already, and that this is like a once-in-a-lifetime chance to play college sports, and I should just jump to the occasion and take reins of my own destiny. And,
Oh, outstanding. Well, so are you happy with the decision you made?
yes, very happy.
With that said, let's bring an email in as a question submitted from our viewers at jbmathers.com. Brittney, what do you attribute your improved play on? Maybe we hit on that a little bit, but if you can add a little more, that's from Misty in Crescent City, wanted the answer to that question. Thank you, and.
Again, I think my fitness level, you know, it's hard to be a productive player when you're always fatigued and you always need water breaks, or you always need a break every couple minutes. So definitely my fitness level increasing, and working on my low post moves and being really comfortable with my defense and working on outside shooting and things of that nature.
So what about the confidence? You talked about that earlier. You can get in shape and you can go hang with Drew Peterson and play all the open gym you want, but at some point you've got to gain that confidence, and you can't work on that in the weight room, maybe out here. What was maybe a turning point for you as far as confidence went to believe in the player that you are now?
I don't know. I kind of like strive to be the type of person that someone would say that, oh, well, she can score at any time, any point, and a lot of the shots that I take under the basket are high percentage shots, so it really like boosts up your self-esteem about your game, and that alone just really.
Well, they're high percentage shots if you've got the moves like Brittney underneath the basket. Let's talk about your Lady Jacks. Expectations obviously high. You're playing Saturday against Academy of Arts. I mean, who knew an art school would have a basketball team? But you've got a game this Saturday. What are your thoughts on the Lady Jacks, if you guys, as you wrap up this break and kind of get through Christmas, looking forward to the rest of the year and making a run towards the playoffs?
This Saturday, I think our team is, there's shooters, there's good low post, there's rebounders, there's slashers, and we have all the components to win. And we all kind of like figured that out during our open gyms. We're like, okay, I think we're really going to be good this year. Everyone came back in top shape and worked on their game, and everyone's improved. Everyone's improved their own game over the summertime, and I think that coming all together to wrap up this preseason game will help us in January.
What do you look to get out of a game like this? Here, a little matinee affair. It's your one game over like a 2 or 3 week stretch. It's not a conference game, but as you guys learned last year, they all count come the end of the year. What do you hope to get out of this game?
A lot of the time, the games that we lost this year were by 1 point, 2 points, and 3 points. And I feel like if we could just get a solid win, it'll help us with a little, momentum going into the conference games. And I think that'll help us a lot for our first 2 games in the first week of.
Now, Brittney, you were going to hang up and not play basketball. Were you going to stay at Humboldt State? Or were you looking, okay, so you do love the Humboldt State experience.
Yeah, I was going to sit there.
What do you like about Humboldt State, and what got you here?
Well, I originally never heard of Humboldt State until my senior year in high school. And I came up and visited in April, and I just really liked how everyone was really laid back and accepting, and people say hi to you on the streets. And I'm from Los Angeles, and like you walk by people and it's like no more than 2 words. So definitely everyone contributed around in the community, and the students here in the dorms my freshman year. The people on my team is like the best team I've ever been with, because we're just like one big family, and we all come from different backgrounds in different parts of the West Coast. And I think it really helped make the transition from high school to college a lot more easier for me.
So for you, it's almost like a reverse culture shock. I mean, LA to Arcade, obviously, those are 2 different worlds. But, you know, you embrace that. A lot of people struggle with it, but that's interesting. You loved what Arcata had to offer, opposed to the big city and the grind of LA.
Yeah, I originally didn't think I was going to like a rural town, but I guess for some reason it was just easy to switch over. And sometimes it's nice to fly up to a place where it's stress-free. There's not a lot of cars on the streets, and there's you know, just wide open spaces to just breathe. The air is clean.
No smog, no traffic, a lot of great things. What do you love to do with your non-basketball time here up in Arcata?
I mainly I just hang out with the team. Like all the time, we're always going to the movies, so there's not really a lot of things to do around town, but definitely going to the movies, bowling. I went to karaoke one time, like things like that.
All right, now Katie Frenchie last week said she's the best cook on the team. Agree? Disagree?
She grills good teriyaki chicken.
Really?
Yes, and Trisha, who's her roommate, makes really good white rice. So
okay, so that's the house you want to get invited to for dinner.
Yes.
All right, hey Brittney, thank you so much for stopping by. All right, there's Brittney Taylor. She comes by to join us. Want to thank her. Colt Matthews, a guy who made the big move up the 101 corridor from Eureka to Arcata. He's coming up next right here on Humboldt State Tonight.